Hello everyone and welcome back to Austin Talks. But today we are finally covering weeks 34 to 37 because exams are over. Yay! And here is all the news that I basically missed over the last few weeks. And there was quite a bit. There was definitely a lot of news. But so I'm not gonna ramble on for too long. So just here we go. First off with Moana 2, the official trailer. So Moana was a very popular film when it came out, and it's now finally getting its sequel. Now, an official trailer for this movie was released in the most recent weeks, and I have to say, there was not much to go off of. The teaser trailer was, oh my god, there was not a lot. I mean, I know Disney sometimes try to keep secrets and stuff, but there wasn't much. You would think from an official trailer we would understand more about the story and stuff, but the best I know from watching over and over in cinemas is that Maui is returning and that he likes bacon and eggs. That's essentially it. Now, even looking into the story, there isn't much clarification. This does however, present the possibility that this movie is much too rushed and may take a dive in the box office, which Disney haven't been doing recently. So let's hope that this isn't the case and that they are still doing well. But it has got a few months to go, so it may turn it around. But its current reputation is not great. Now, favorite thing of part of these last few weeks was we finally got the Venom Last Dance official trailer. So at first I wasn't looking forward to this film, and with good reason to be fair, but this trailer has definitely changed my thinking, and it definitely is going to be a perfect send-off to this universe because it's finally the last one of the franchise. It's only taken us however long. But we can only hope that this is a perfect send-off because we need it. This movie follows Eddie, now a fugitive, running away from the army till they are hunted by the Clintar, introducing the new characters like Toxin and potential new characters that could be coming like Null. That was rumored, but we're still not overly sold on that idea. Now, this would be a good and bad thing because their presence would need further understanding, but we will wait and see till October because they may get killed off in this film, which would make more sense. But October's not that far away, and I would like to see Venom The Last Dance definitely, and I will do obviously a preview and a review because I'm excited for this. Just don't pull a Madam Web and be absolutely awful. You're glad it's ended. I mean, to be fair, we're already glad it's ending. This is not now just thinking about it this isn't exactly a perfect send-off because this was supposed to be released after Craven. Craven was supposed to release in August, but obviously that's not happening, so this may not exactly work in conjunction, but Craven is the last movie. If they decide to do El Muerto, I swear to God. But yeah, I do, this, out of every other film in the franchise, this is the one I'm looking forward to, that's for sure. Now, in recent weeks, we got the Acolyte series officially hitting Disney Plus, and the current reviews are officially in because it's still not ended. Now, this show is not doing well at all. Now, it may be because of the interviews, but from an overall standard, it's not doing well. However, personally, I have been watching the show. I like it. I like the show because it perfectly presents the differences between the Sith and the Jedi. And at this point, the Sith aren't exactly known to the universe or to the Jedi. They are just thought as a, like, you're not a Jedi. You're just different. Why? What are you? So and I think with the big bad dude known as the Stranger, I think like that is a perfect way to show like an introduction to the Sith. Now, the characters that is one that we haven't seen much of, but truly is a Sith at heart. In one of the most recent episodes, he basically slaughtered so many Jedi handlessly, and I will be doing a review on this show at one point. But I was gonna do a preview, but it landed right in between exams, so I just couldn't. Now you can tell he holds a grudge when it comes to the Jedi given the time period, and it makes a more intriguing story based on revenge, and you probably have a better option of taking a detour for season 2. Now I'm sort of surprised at how badly this is showing, but I do think it's the press that the actors have done, because one of them in an interview said, this all started when Anakin blew up the Death Star. Oh my god. And this person acts in this. This person is actually an actor in this show. Yep, you can go and search up that interview for yourself, and then you can find out how it ends in this show. Now, I'm sort of, as I said, I am surprised in how badly this is doing, because there's been a lot of controversy, but I will definitely carry on until the end, and as I said, I will be doing a video on it. Just let's hope it gets better. That's the, as I said, we can only hope that it does. Alongside this, after like a while we've been waiting for this, we've got a new season in for The Boys, season 4. We knew about this, but it's taken us quite a bit, but here it is. Now, for a show that is essentially like the most popular thing out there, this season doesn't seem to be doing as well as others. This may be because of how the last season turned out, being one of the most intriguing and appealing to fans. This may not live up to the hype that the others did. Now, I'm not surprised that they're not happy with this season if has all the, like, sudden declined in quality. That doesn't mean that it's gonna it's horrible now. It just means that like this season wasn't as great as the last. Which is a problem when it comes to TV shows. You have to, it's either really one good one. You have to if it's good, then it has to match that or it get better. It can't fluctuate, because that wouldn't make for good entertainment, I guess. Now, with the most recent episode, though, it does seem that it will be doing better, and that Homelander is finally getting the arc that he needs for character development. I have not seen season 4. This is literally reviews. Now, I haven't watched the other seasons, so I can't actually comment on this yet. I've watched season 1 now, but other than that, I mean, I haven't seen much of it, and I do want to, but I don't know much about season 4 anyway. But we can only hope that it gets better from here, and I imagine it probably will. I mean, most seasons, season 1 especially, after watching that, it's slow starting, but the more it goes on, the more like intrigued you want, and just the more it's like, that episode's done, must watch the next one, and next one, and next one. So and that's a common thing I've seen with The Boys, because I've only just started season 2, and it's already happening again. So I imagine it probably will get better, but I don't actually remember what episode we are at now. But actually, and I think it's episode 3 or 4. Definitely one of those 3. One of those 2. But we also got a trailer for the red one, and I was actually really happy with this. Now, so I watched this trailer, and I had no idea what it was about. But I'm now, after watching it, I'm really looking forward to this, because it seems like something that you've never really seen before. But it just seems so normal, and you would have thought we've got it before, but we didn't, and it just looks really good. Now, this movie stars the infamous Dwayne Johnson, J.K. Simmons, and Chris Evans. Now, this movie is specifically based on Christmas lore, but made into such a movie that looks like it is full of action and comedy. Now, the plot follows Santa, or the Red One, to be captured by what seems to be Krampus, but while they are trying to get him back, they have to fight off snowmen, which are like really, really big, really big, strong icicles with carrot noses that can regenerate. And obviously, the well-known Santa opposite, Krampus. Now, I will be going to see this. There's no, I know other, like, my family wants to go and see it as well, because it's just, it's a comedy film, and it's Christmas. I don't have a lot of boxes to check. Now, this, and, like, it definitely looks like a Christmas movie, and while it's not released around Christmas time, I don't really class November as Christmas. December 1st, Christmas music starts going on. But still, this looks like an amazing film, but I just don't want it to decline in quality. But you've got Dwayne Johnson, you've got Chris Evans, you've got J.K. Simmons. You can't really go wrong there. But, anyway, on with the next one. we got over the time of this week, we actually got Inside Out 2, and I was able to go and see it, and it is actually a really good film. Very, very good film. Now, I've got to say, I don't care that it took 9 years for a second movie, but, like, from the time of, I don't care. I know there's other films that have taken 12 years, but the second one is still just as good, and I don't have a problem with that. Now, from the time of uploading, I'm aware that this movie has actually made over $1 billion in box office, and the film is actually very, very relatable and truthful, which I'm not really surprised. I didn't know this film would do as well as it did, but I'm glad it did, because it is a funny yet good film. Now, it wasn't as funny as the first movie, that's for sure, but it was a good storyline that really did keep me hooked. Now, there's just something about this movie that it wasn't even that long, but the premise was just really intriguing, and as someone in the similar age range as Riley, the main character, in all of which this is taking place, it is very sort of relatable. Overall, it is a very good movie, and I do recommend going to see it over the summer if you get the chance. And if you're also looking for a laugh, I think this is also another good film to go and see. But Inside Out 2, looking for a rainy day of the summer, needs something to do, Inside Out 2 is just for you. I didn't actually mean for that to rhyme. But anyway, we finally got some leaked photos for Superman 2025, or the DCU one. Yeah, I've got a few things to say about Nathan Fillion's Green Lantern, but anyway, now in the last few weeks, little by little, we are getting more news and more pop-up images surrounding this movie, and the leaked photos are ridiculous. As that you can see, the main characters can be seen on screen in their comic-accurate suits, and in this movie, they've leaked specifically Mr. Terrific, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and Superman. All of which, so Mr. Terrific, Superman, Hawkgirl, Green Lantern. Now, I will say that Hawkgirl looks very comic accurate, and so does Nathan Fillion. However, it definitely looks like Nathan Fillion's... Oh my god, I can't look at him the same. It looks like Ringo Starr. It looks as if Ringo Starr and a perm in one, with a tiny mullet. It's horrid. I'm sorry. When it comes to hairstyles, I have a very specific one. I don't change it. And I've seen other people with certain haircuts. I mean, each to their own. But this one, because it's a movie and it's a fake character. Oh my god, I'm hoping that's a wig right now. I'm hoping it's a wig. Now, this movie is really shaping up to look good, and the more news we get, the more it is making us excited for this movie, moi included. I mean, so many people have said, "Oh, it's a new Superman film." I'm based on everything else Superman related we've got so far. I'm looking forward to this the most out of everything, but I'm just really curious when we're gonna get a trailer. Probably nothing until 2025, but I still want to know more about this film. That's for sure. So we also got a trailer for Smile 2. This was out of the blue, and I had no idea that this was happening. So this wasn't and I won't exactly call this a trailer, but. So that is the thumbnail. It's called a teaser trailer, but on YouTube it's actually called Smile 2 official trailer. It's not a trailer. It just isn't. Now, it was more of a teaser, if anything, like stated, that and it revealed that there is a new main character in the franchise and that the Smile Demon is back to hunt more people down. Now, I haven't seen much, but from what I've actually read about both films, it does look like this film is very much a repeat. There really isn't much difference. Now, predictors got it spot on, and it is being released at the beginning of this October, just in time for Halloween, which I think is quite appropriate. And this will be more than likely to do better than most other movies. So this was one of the most highly anticipated movies of the year, and I do remember actually talking about this film not too long ago Well, actually, may have been a while ago, and I was actually right. It was coming out of October, so we don't know if this is going to be the final movie of the franchise, but it also depends on how this will be received. I'm still very skeptical, that's for sure. I have watched clips of the Smile one. It's very confusing. It's definitely a different film. And watching this looks very different. I'm going to assume a different storyline here where she is a performer and is trying to get away from the Smile demon, and also trying to balance a life of as a performer. That's the word I'm looking for. But it's just a different premise, but the same kind of villain. As I say that's basically every other horror franchise out there. So anyway, on with the next one. We got another teaser trailer that they can't make their mind up, honestly. It's like the Penguin official trailer 2. They call it a teaser. If it's over 2 minutes, it's an official trailer, okay? Now, we finally have a release date for this. So we thought. Anyway, making me so happy about this series, and it looks so good. It looks so good. Now, I think I know where this franchise is going. I think I do. Now, they are introducing characters for a perfect future down the Long Halloween route. So, for those who don't know, the Long Halloween is a book, and it's a very popular comic series, and they made a couple animated films on it, and based on watching The Batman and then watching The Penguin, it's going down that road. And this series is looking to widen the criminal underworld roster with people like Sophia Falcone and Salvatore Moroni. This is a perfect drama series that I showed the trailer to my parents thinking, oh yeah, I want to watch that. They do not. Now I would say, like, after watching The Godfather recently and watching The Gentleman, this is probably a perfect in-between that. And I will be watching this on premiere day on September 8th. Now, that has now been changed. It's not September 8th, it's September 19th. It is still in September, and it's right around the time that Agatha Harkness the show releases as well. And I mean, it is saying something. We were supposed to get this in 2025, and now we're getting it in 2024. So I guess I can't complain. But and we're getting apparently more content wise coming for this universe. So all in all, a very good franchise. And I will be watching this on premiere day. I don't know, however, as of yet, if this is if this whole season is going to be released on the same day, like they do with most of these HBO shows. They release them all in the same day, except for the House of Dragon. But I'm still not too sure about that. But anyway, that is for the official trailer. But I know. Oh my god, I don't know what it is about Downton Abbey, but I just don't see the appeal. So this isn't big news for me personally, but we now know about an upcoming Downton Abbey movie being the third installment in the movie franchise, including its official announcement. It is also confirmed that its release date, adding to the 2025 roster, as it will be released on the 12th of September next year, a day after my birthday. Now I have not seen any of the others, and this doesn't affect me as much as it affects my parents, but I've not seen the others as much as I've been told to. But I'm aware that it is a very popular show and franchise in general, and that it is coming from someone whose whole family binge watches this show, including my grandparents, my parents, my aunts and uncle. They love it. I just don't see the appeal. But this, on a separate note, cinemas are going to be they're going to be making bank next year, because there is no doubt about that. They may, apparently 2024, however, is not. Box office has actually been going quite low, but hopefully for Deadpool and Wolverine being released, that will actually change. The fact that we've got Jurassic World 4, we've got the new Miles Morales, the new Spider-Verse film. We've got 4 Marvel films coming out next year. One of them being that is going to make bank, and now I've got Downton Abbey. It's all a bit much. It's all definitely a bit much. We got some updates about Avatar 3, and Wow, we got quite a bit. So there's quite a bit about going on with Avatar 3 now, because there are debates about when this should be released now, since because filming is going so well, they are actually thinking of moving the film up, but it would jeopardize the December streak that is really going well for this. Which is, there is no reason to there is no reason to break the December streak. You can still release it whenever, but just don't release a trailer about 5 months before it comes out. But actually, now in saying that, Deadpool and Wolverine did the exact same thing. But anyway, so it has been confirmed that the developers are in final stages of development, and that they are going and they are gone back to New Zealand to finish off filming. Now, this has also been teased by some potential characters from the first film will be coming back and returning in this movie, which is also exciting for OG people still to this day never seen the first one. Now, it is claimed that this will be a perfect Christmas gift for 2025, which is actually quite a big statement, but it's a good question. So, can they match it? I mean, it's a big statement, a perfect Christmas gift. But I mean, I don't know if Avatar the Way of the Water probably was a good one as well. So, and we'll see what Avatar 3 has in store for us. We still don't have a title. I mean, apparently the amount of titles we had were like so weird, and there was not really an official title, so they're sticking with Avatar 3. But I guess we shall wait and see. But that is all for Avatar 3. We've also got some news about Mandalorian and Grogu already. Now, we finally have more news on this movie because boy, have I been waiting for some news, because we have had basically nothing since it was announced. So for the record, it isn't big news, but as I always say, it is news at the end of the day. So it has been confirmed that Giancarlo Esposito will be accompanying Pedro Pascal and the team in the upcoming movie, and that he will be one of the main antagonists, suggesting that there will be more. This is funny. The next bit is really funny, because when I read about it and I saw him in an interview, it was so funny. So this is funny because apparently Giancarlo Esposito basically weaseled his way through the development team, and he's now like, but I want to come back. No, okay, I'll go to the next one. But I want to come back, and eventually someone just went, yeah, sure, and he's now returning as Moff Gideon, which means he was actually not the first choice as the villain, meaning we're gonna get a different villain. Now, I'm very excited about this movie because I love Grogu. I mean, I'm excited mainly because the Mandalorian show is on top, but Grogu is even cuter, and nobody can deny that. Now, I'm not expecting miracles for this, since this is 2 years away, and I'm not expecting any more news until at least another year. Maybe like when who the cast is going to be and who the main villain is going to be, but I'm not expecting miracles for this film, or for the news for the rest of the year, shall I say. I'm still waiting for Mandalorian season 4. I kid you not, we've heard more about this than Mandalorian season 4. But anyway, Mandalorian Grogu is one of the, because they always release like most anticipated films for this year, and 2026 is starting to build up already, and guess what, Mandalorian Grogu is already on there, which I don't think it surprises anyone. But A Quiet Place Day 1 has officially got its current reviews in, and this week we've given it's given some theatrical release, and the reviews are officially in, and oh boy are they good. So there are some good, and then there are some bad. Now, the some bad are really stupid bad, but anyway. But most are good in general. Many of the good reviews come from those who have watched the other movies and understood the importance of this movie. But people who thought to go and see it independently were less keen on it. What a surprise! I didn't think that would happen. Now, I understand this because it also presents a bias, because people who watch it and like them feel obligated to like this as well. But I haven't seen any of the others, but I have watched this. It is. I think the fact that it was rated PG-13 was a bit of a stretch, because when I know what the other films are like, and when I went to watch this and it said PG-13, I was like, that cannot be true. but it wasn't that bad. Definitely a PG-15 for sure, but I wouldn't say it was a PG-13. Good God, no. But this was actually a very good, and it's my kind of horror. I don't know if it's the Stranger Things vibes I'm getting from Joseph Quinn here, but it's not that bad. Now, and it actually making me, after recently watching Alien, I may be getting out of my comfort zone when it comes to horror films. Whoa. So I will check back in. I was convinced I was not going to go and see this, but I was really bored, and I was like, oh, what films are on? So here it is. But A Quiet Place Day 1. The bad reviews was basically saying that they didn't understand it, and it was a very pointless film. If you've watched the others, you will understand. Pirates of the Caribbean has officially got some news and updates. Now, I didn't think we were going to get any news on this movie because I was led to believe it was not happening. But I guess this is no longer true. But Johnny Depp will not be starring in it, which is really swaying me right now, like a boat. Now, according to developing teams for this movie, the script has been changed by the new directors, which is actually bad considering the last one lasted only a week or two, which further proves my point that it just won't work out with Jack Sparrow because he just is the Pirates of the Caribbean equals Jack Sparrow plus Johnny Depp. So, I never thought I would say this, but I hope they don't develop this movie. Just leave the franchise where it is. I'm not one for saying no to movies because I'm always curious to see how it is. Just don't do it. Just don't. It's not gonna go well. But I'm always open to be proven wrong, and there's not much to go other than that. It's basically Pirates of the Caribbean 6 is apparently a done deal. So it's like, yep, we've got the money. Let's go make it. Oh my God, why? The last thing on the list is Rings of Power, the Lord of the Rings show, Season 2, has officially got an update. So this, there is a constant news circling about this upcoming season, and this upcoming season is the most we've gotten since it was even announced, and this news is actually quite well. Now, in recent news, it has been stated that the storyline is being developed and that this season has a specific goal, which is to focus more on Sauron's story. For those who don't know, Sauron is the big eye and molten tower thingy. Now, from the context, the big bad of the Lord of the Rings movies will have a season mainly dedicated to him, and that this actually makes sense because he is actually an important part and was promised a bigger role in the show, but it wasn't exactly involved much in the first. Now, I'm still yet to watch this show or the whole franchise. I've never seen any of the Lord of the Rings films. If I say that, I've said that to how many people, and I've not had any great good responses. So I will not be watching this show in time. That is for sure, because I've heard every Lord of the Rings film is 3 hours long, and I don't have the time. Oh wait, I'm on holiday and exams are over. You know what? Maybe I do have the time, but that's besides the point. Well, everyone, that is the end of today's video, and that is the last 3 weeks worth of content finally covered. Now, for the next few weeks, I will only be uploading one video per week, and then it will be your your news video, another out there video. But after a few weeks, I will be reverting to 3 videos per week, and then obviously then I'll do my news video, 3 videos, then so on and so forth. But on certain days, I will not be uploading. So there may be an instance where I only upload 1 per week because there's other stuff going on, because as much as I have the time over the summer, there is other stuff especially when school picks up again. So, but I will obviously try my best whenever. So without further ado, everyone, I do hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe and comment what else you'd like to see on the channel. And without further ado, I hope you all have an amazing day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!